Good evening, everybody. How are you? Hope everyone's well. Yes, we are back from our trip to Blackpool. Just. My God, Blackpool. Blackpool's bad in summer. Never mind a day like today. It's blowing an absolute gale out there, I'll just tell you. And it was the same this afternoon as well. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Let's just see who we've got. Rafe, how are you doing? Yeah, good to see you as well. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Bournes, of course. Who else have we got? We've got G, Dave, Jason. We have got Laserjet. Good evening, Peter. Gonna be late on the bus now. What's that, Peter? You're on the bus? Dave, you've been watching others previews for this. Looks good. Yeah, there's actually, there's a bit of competition, isn't there, tonight? So there's a few people streaming it. Some have done it during the day, today as well. But I thought we'd just give it the usual early access treatment and just have a look at it live, as we usually do. I thought we'd drive the Crocodile, or the Krokodil, as it's called, on this route. This is, of course, Mittenwaldbahn, which is releasing tomorrow. We got early access. So we will have a quick look at what we've got. There it is. Step back into 1989 and embark on the daring climb of the Mittenwaldbahn, featuring steep gradients, stunning scenery, and the iconic Krokodil. Embark on a nostalgic adventure between Germany and Austria. You can see I've played it a little bit. I've done 16 miles. A very little bit. Yeah, we're going to dive in. Scenario-wise, we got 5 of different lengths, using the 2 new trains that we got, which is the BR111. We've already got a 111 or 111, but it is slightly different. It's got a different cab layout. We've got the ÖBB 1020. That's the Krokodil. Ski slope special, a shovelly time, local collection. You see, one of these is 2.5 hours. That's a slow one, isn't it? So there's plenty to do there. Services wise, as mentioned, it says 167 services there for me. I haven't got all the layers, I don't think. These are the 2 trains that you get with the route, as we mentioned, and then I've got the 103 there, which is coming in from Linke Rheinstrecke. That does some very short services, as I understand. But we're going to get into the Krokodil tonight and see what that's all about. Looks interesting. As I said, I've had a very quick go. But we'll see how we get on. We'll do a full end-to-end run of the route, I think. So let's have a look. I think we'll do. There's one I picked out, 1328, and we will of course do it when the weather is a bit better. So let me just change that to August. We're not going to be a conductor, although you can on some of these services. That's another feature of this, of course. Only thing not showing is the 365 from Mittenwaldbahn. I don't think I've got that, you know. I don't think I've got Mittenwaldbahn on the PC. That probably is why. So we're going Garmisch to Innsbruck, which, as mentioned, is the full route. Right. Let me see if I can remember how to start it up. Then we'll have a look outside. So first of all, the master key is over here. So let's do that. Then we've got the control supply that needs to be on. Pantograph, let's raise it. We won't go very far without that. Set the circuit breaker. Compressor, we need that. Blowers, put them on slow because if you put it high, it's really noisy. Train heating, we definitely don't need. And then we need the battery charger, which is, if I can just click it. Lights are here. So 3 signal lights there. That's okay. Brake key is over here. Don't forget that. There we go. Right, I think we're all good. And I'm going to, of course, put the safety systems on, because why not? Let me just catch up with what everybody is saying. Blackpool's chilly this time of year. You're not kidding, Peter. It was freezing. It was freezing. And add another -6 on that for the wind that was blowing as well. Hentis and Train Sim Play are currently on. Yeah, on the DTT channels. Yeah, there's quite a few, isn't there, for Festival of Rail. You're on the bus, Peter. Right, nice. What else have we got? Your mum claims to have a picture of you standing next to a crocodile in 1979. Are you sure you weren't at the zoo and it was actually a crocodile? Or was it actually one of these? Oh dear. Right. Right, I'm going to get out because I'm going to go and do the safety system. So the Seefeld, first of all, is in an odd place, and I know it's going to be on the other side. I just know it. It is. So I don't know how this works in real life because this is very ropey. Unless you put this on first thing in the morning and you leave it on. I don't know. But walking down the track isn't very recommended, is it? So that's where you need to switch it on. There's the valve. So we do that first. And then if we come back up here, close the door, then we need to go down here. The fuses are all here. So there's the Seefeld fuse. So you need to do the valve outside. Then you need to do that. And we've also got the PZB that isn't PZB. If I can find it, which is here somewhere. It'll be the last one that I get to. Somewhere. Induzi, it's called, isn't it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's a big one right in front of me. Shouldn't have been able to miss that, should I? Yeah, we need that on. So let's close that. I was going to say take the driver's seat, but there isn't one. You've got to stand up. It's like captain in a ship, look. So you still have to sort of pretend that you are going to take a seat, even though you don't. Where's the... There they are. That's right. Want them lighting up. Okay, cool. Let me just check out what we've got here. These are the overrides for the Indusi. Right, I think we're ready to go, you know. Connor, good evening. Nick, how you doing? Alexander, thanks for coming in. Peter doesn't like conductor mode. Right, let me zoom down the front. Missing one more switch for the Seefeld. Oh, the yeah. You're exactly right. I know which one you mean. It's the one in the bottom corner. That one. That's tripped, isn't it? Is that correct? Let's try it. I don't know if that's right or not. Don't know if we should have that set or not, but we'll give it a go. Right. Let's sort the brakes out. Brakes are in shutdown. I don't know why it beams me to the back. We want to be at the front. Let's put it into forwards because that'll help. The brakes, just flick them into running. There we go. Brakes are up here. Right, let's give it a go, shall we? First stop is Kleis, so I'm probably going to pronounce all these wrong, as I always do. Not a route you're going to buy, Nick, but you'll watch anyway. It's a pretty route. It's very pretty. I mean, just look at the mountains. These are the mountains that we wanted on a Rosa. That's what I always say when we get one of these mountain routes. Really, really nice looking route, as you'll see. So yeah, just sit back, relax, watch me make a complete hash of it, as usual. And we'll be alright. So we open the window. We'll open the window up both sides, I think. As the signal comes crashing down outside the window. There is a manual for this, by the way, if you are thinking of picking this up. And even if you're not, the manual's free. You can go and have a look at the manual and learn all about it, just in case you don't pick it up straight away and you pick it up later on. Look at the front end. Front end turning independently of the cab, which I assume is where the crocodile moniker comes from, apart from it being a bit kind of like a crocodile's head. But yeah. Right, before we go uphill, let's get some power on. There's probably a fine art to driving this as well, so you'll probably need some practice, but we'll see how we get on. What are you guys saying? Alexander says, looks more complicated than the other locos. Slightly, I think it is. Very slightly, but I mean, you can turn the safety systems off. You don't need those on if you just want to learn how to drive the actual loco itself. Right, let's put the power in. Put it up to 4. 2.8% hill. It's quite steep. Oh, it was right, was it? That pronunciation. Excellent. Hey, I'm getting there. We haven't got to the Welsh route yet. That's where I'll struggle. It's a pretty route, though, this, as you'll see. I don't know, you've probably watched, as Dave said, probably watched a few of the others streaming it, and DTG have been streaming it last week. So you'll probably have already had a chance to have a little look at it. But it is pretty. There's the aforementioned blossom trees that I was talking about on the Discord yesterday. They appear all along the route, which gives it a very Japanese feel in some ways. I'm sure when we get to the Tadami line, there's going to be lots of blossom trees. We're a long way from Japan on this one, but it's still as pretty. Boynes, you only picked up one of the routes the other week. Blackpool Branches. You decided against the other one for now, did you? Peter, good evening. Looks as complicated as the Enigma machine from Bletchley Park. It does, doesn't it? Now, if you read the manual, there's a story behind every single one of these dials, which I have not yet, I must admit, got familiar with. But that's why I'll say we'll try our best. We'll see how we get on. I'm kind of driving it by feel at the moment. Japanese cherry blossom. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Right, 52 kilometers per hour. We're cooking with gas. Oh, of course, Rafe. You were the manual. You were the manual writer, weren't you? Of course you were. Forgot about that. Yeah. So Rafe is in the chat. Transport spotter Raphael. He was an author of the manual, or the author of the manual for this one. Good job I plugged the manual before I read that comment, Rafe. PT went for Salzburg, Rosenheim, and the 187. Yeah, the 187's a good loco. It had some trouble at the beginning, but yeah, it's quite nice. West Coast Mainline North will be a March purchase now. Got you. Yeah, you must get that one. Right. 3.2%. We'll be fashionably late, as always, as we always are. But there we go. Yeah, thanks, Rafe, for coming in. Appreciate it. This will be releasing at the usual times, I have no doubt, tomorrow. Animal will give the info in the neutral sections, yeah. Yeah, he likes his neutral sections, doesn't he? Does Animal. Where is he anyway? He's fashionably late again. Unless he's lurking. Can't actually tell very... Oh, they are on, the lights. But they're very, very dim, aren't they? Usual time for release tomorrow. Excellent. Is one of these going for a jaunt up Sharp? That'd be interesting. Can you imagine? We've got the mist rolling in. Yeah, it is, Alexander. Yeah, it's a single line, but what I noticed a couple of times that I did run it, and I noticed on the Dovetail stream as well, you do pass other traffic quite regularly in the loops along the way, so you will see other traffic. And I'm just looking down here to see what tap I am currently in, because I realised that this thing is going to go a lot faster than I'm actually taking it. The only thing I don't know, and Rafe, you may be able to help because it will be in the manual, is as we go through the taps, are we meant to step it up so many at a time, or can you generally just increase right away? Because I don't want to burn the motors out. I think you see here has gone below a half, and I think Matt was saying on the Dovetail stream, don't let that go too low. So I don't want to kind of blow the thing up. You can flick the switch to the right of the gauges to full to increase the brightness. This one? Ah. Yeah, you're exactly right. Thank you again for that, Rafe. That's better. 53 kilometers per hour. We're late already though, but it's fine. You're supposed to stay between two taps for about 30 seconds at the most. You can stay at the vol mark exactly on that tap indefinitely. I've got you. So I should have that on vol, not all the way down there, I think is what you're saying. But being as I'm on a roll, I'm going for it. Wouldn't you just know that the mist is going to come up now, just when I'm trying to show you a new route? It never fails, does it? It never fails. I see I've gone to vol now, down here. And we do have a red coming up, so I don't want to spat. So I'm going to take the power down. And now it's gone to green. There we go. So here's one of the aforementioned passing points or loops that we've got. So we're good to go straight through. Mr. Water, good evening, how you doing? Right, let's bring it back up again. I probably should have read the manual fully along with having a go at the game first, but I guess a lot of players are going to be in the same boat come tomorrow, so let's just find out as we go. Still got 4.2 to the first stop. What's the option home station going to be? You're cruel, you lot, aren't you? Honestly. Yeah, I should probably turn the power down. I need to keep remembering to do that. Oh, there, it's gone to volt again. I think I get the hang of it. Thank you everybody for coming in, much appreciated. Don't forget to click the like button for me if you don't mind, that will be excellent. Thanks ever so. I mean, I think Matt was saying on some of the streams that they've now put, on one of the streams, they've now put a seat in some of these, but imagine standing up all that way, all day on a shift, doing that. Swinging it round the corners like I'm doing, hanging on for dear life, you know. We should probably bring the power back down again as well. Thanks for that, Mr. Water. Good evening, David. David Drives. Hope you're well, buddy. Probably leaning against the wall with a leg forward to press on the Seefeld pedal. Yeah, you could be right, actually. Yeah, could be right. Yeah, because it's a bit tight, that, isn't it? Because I guess once you've put it in the notch that you want, you don't actually need to touch much, do you? You don't have to touch anything really, apart from to hit the Seefeld, which actually is over this side, isn't it? The sander, that I imagine that would come in useful. Hopefully, as this is a longer run, the fog will lift at some point. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, it's down there, isn't it? Which I can't point to whilst I'm going, but yeah. The cows walking right next to the track is a new thing as well. Oh, they're on the track. They're going across the track there. If anybody fancies a steak, there you go. Right, let's take the power off. We better start braking. This is where we always... It's that part of the stream where we always test the brakes of a new loco that we're not used to. But these seem pretty decent on the just on the initial application. So let's take... Oh, see, I've put them in shutdown now. That's very easy to do on the controller. See that? Go one step too far on the controller and that's what happens. The above wagon coaches look excellent. The door action at stations is well done. Yeah, what are the... Is that these ones? The other ones that are... I saw the 111 pulling look very nice. They were kind of like a maroon colour. They were very nice coaches. Almost looked very, very rail tour-esque. So we'll maybe get a chance to have a look at those once we've completed this one. Finally, we are at Kleis. Kleis, Mittenwald, Scheinitz, Giesenbach, Seefeld, Reith, Leithen, Hochzerl. Yeah, we're going to all those places. Right, so get the power off. Got the first application. If we stop short, we stop short. It's fine. Right, let's get the doors open. We'll have a look at those doors. That's a long step down, isn't it, that? Look at this lady. Someone give her a leg up. Yeah, it's very steep. Mittenwald is next. Ten minutes late in Switzerland. No tea and biscuits. P45. Is it that bad? Oh god. Deep into the Bavarian Tiller, you can tell by those names. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. There's a lot to do with this one, but it's fun. It's good fun. As we wait for the all the cars wait, I should say, and behave themselves. They're still floating a little bit. That's a common problem, but I mean, you know, It's not a showstopper, is it? And the fog's lifting as well, so that's good. So we'll keep going up 2 at a time, and we'll see how we get on with that. Mittenwald's the last station in Germany. Ah, that's useful. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, mind the gap between the train and the platform. Go on, Bennett. You're not kidding. That was some gap, that. Look at these cars. Look at the speed of these guys. Okay, off we go. 4.6 to Mittenwald. Didn't see the gradient change. It went suddenly uphill and we were slowing down. Scenery looks pretty decent. It's very nice. Yeah, I agree with you. Very nice. Right, let me put it down to 6, so it's in the vol area. Vol mean? Does that mean full? Vol? Now, I don't know if, like PZB, I have to acknowledge that board that went past. Rafe, you'll probably tell me. I saw the 40 board coming up. Get the power down slightly for the said 40. I don't actually know if there is any lakes. We'll find out as we go. Completely missed that 40, didn't I? There you go. Because now we're downhill. See, it's very easy to get caught out. Route learning is the key. One minute we're up 3%, next minute we're down 1.8. Yeah, so still acknowledge the board. Yeah. Oh really, the P signs, the red white, 3 times on the whistle. Got you. Yeah, this and I imagine just what you were saying there, Mr. Water. I imagine if you play this in the snow, it looks really good as well. Very pretty. The other train that, of course, that we get with this, the 111, is far easier to drive than this. And most of us have driven that before as well, so we kind of know how that one works. There we go, 3% downhill as well, again now. With the station in 1.8 kilometres, so... I remember that, Dave, yeah, Heidi, I remember that. I remember there was an awful, like, English dubbed version from the 70s. It's terrible. Used to watch it though. Yeah, the demodernised version of the 111, yeah. I have had a go, I had a bigger go on that prior to the stream than this, and quite enjoyed that actually. It releases tomorrow, Mr. Water, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those ones, there's the blossom again, which is really, really nice. What a nice effect that is. It's quite a relaxing route because it's so pretty. I mean, everyone said, do you remember when Mittenwaldbahn came out? And that was very leafy like this. You know, if you forget the mountains there in the background, it was very leafy like this, very close to the track. And everyone said, wow, that is the prettiest route that we've currently got in TSW. This is very similar to that, but with the mountains, the up and down, the challenge. Mittenwaldbahn was very flat, wasn't it? I just had the was it the 624? 628 diesel, which is fairly straightforward to drive. There's a bit more challenge with this one, especially with the hills as well. But if they were all easy, we'd get bored quite quickly, I think, wouldn't we? Right, so we need to acknowledge that. Here comes the station, right ahead. Power controller at 0. So here's the 111 over on the right hand side in the opposite platform. Peter, what is his class 40 on this route? Yeah, technically you could put the 40 on this route, obviously, if you create that yourself, or do a free roam if you want to give it a try. Absolutely. It wouldn't be for the purist, but it would definitely go. If you think getting up the hills on Northern Transpennine though is difficult with that 40 with the heavy oil, I try it on this, you might be going backwards down the hill, I think. Right, let's get the doors unlocked. So this has got the same coaches on, but there are some maroon liveried coaches, which hopefully we'll see at some point. If not, we'll take a look at them straight after this. Flower beds are a nice touch. Now you see here the platform's raised, so that's much, much better. You can get to the steps there. do have a red, but I don't know if that'll clear once I move forward. We'll just keep an eye on it. There we go. Sometimes does that. Right, we're off to Schornitz. Into Austria. Do what I mean? I was saying at the beginning how the sort of the scenery has come on since routes like Arosa, which, you know, my biggest problem with Arosa wasn't the route itself. The route's really good. I like driving on Arosa. I just can't get past the scenery, the mountains. And now look, I think Vorarlberg was the first time we saw these kind of high quality sort of mountains, this type of scenery, and it just keeps getting better and better, I think. I don't know if Arosa will ever get an update. It's probably too big of a job, but .8 we've got. You might have to wait for some signals as I'm late, and the signal might clear the train first. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Once you get out of sync. Oh, there's a neutral section on this. Excellent. So does that mean I've got to do the power down, or can it pass over it? Again, that's probably in your manual. Who have they got, boys? I forgot the draw was tonight. It's obviously not Doncaster then. Oh, Burnley. Oh, I've just seen it there. I saw it above. I didn't see you'd put that, Jason. We're playing Burnley on Saturday as well. Exactly the same fixture. There's usually one at the boundary between the two countries supposed to open the MCB and then close it again. Does it? If you miss it, I mean, I may have already gone through it. I guess I've gone through it already, but I probably answered my own question. But it lets you through, does it? In the game, I mean, it lets you through with no adverse effects. Although the proper procedure is to do what you just said. Bernina Linny is pretty good considering it's 3 years old now. Is it? It's not 3 years old, is it? It's not 3 years old. Was it not last year that, Peter? Saw one of the P boards there, which Rafe was saying we need to blow 3 times on the whistle for. Yeah, it's Norwich tomorrow, Dave. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, I'm still... Right, okay, so I'm still not... Do you know, I think, Rafe, that happened to me on a previous run that I did. And I didn't know what happened. And the pantograph came down and I couldn't raise the pantograph again for some reason. I wonder if it was that. I was a lot further on than this, though. I don't know. I don't know how old it is, Peter. I can't remember, honestly. You could be right, but the DLCs are coming thick and fast these days, aren't they? Yeah, Animal's not. He's not turned up. He knew I wasn't streaming the TS Classic Class 50, so he's not bothered to show up. We just passed the first Austrian signal. Ah, right. Do you know what? When I went past that, you probably saw it. I acknowledged it because I wasn't really sure what that signal was. That's another thing I'll need to look up in the manual. Oh, this is the neutral section, isn't it? That's the warning board, isn't it? I think. So I'll put that to 0. I think this is it, isn't it? In fact, did I just go over it then? I think I felt the power go. Right, I'll obviously need to look that up in the manual. Get familiar with that, because I'm not at the moment. Welcome to Austria, says Rafe. There's another Krokodil there. Make sure we can get into the station. Yeah, so is that all we need to do when we sort of go across? I'll check that out for next time. Keep stepping into the brake shutdown, which is not helpful. It doesn't pop the MCB, which is actually quite good. Now, I presume it. I don't know if it does that in real life then, or whether that is a TSW thing that it doesn't. You would expect it probably to. Which side is everyone getting on? The right hand side. Yeah, the right hand side, not the left. Shut the left. Yeah, you would expect it to trip it, wouldn't you? I like the way they jump out. It's brilliant. Right, door's locked. Brakes off. Real life it should, because it might cause electric arc, which would burn the wire. That's very true. I was going to show the map, by the way. So if I just do that. That's where we are. Just I can't point to it because I'm using the controller. But you can see just above Scharnitz, that's where we are. We've just come through Gleis, Mittenwald, and then we work our way all the way down to Innsbruck, down this end. What's the length of the route, Rafe? Just out of interest, I can't remember. Is it 60 kilometres? Or thereabouts? See, it is so hilly. I guess 70 kilometers per hour is quite. It's quite fast, isn't it? It seems quite fast. So we'll see if we can get anywhere near 70. We're on a flat at the moment, so it should be pretty easy. "58 kilometres, which is about 36 miles. Excellent, thank you." So I run, unless it's me that's driving, in which case it takes much longer. A timetabled run, stopping at all the stations, is about an hour and a half in this Krokodil. So it's a decent size. Keep you busy for a while. Right, so yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. So going up power controller in steps of 2 brings it back to the vol each time. So likewise, if we bring it down in 2s, down to 6, yeah, then down to 4 should bring it back up, which it does. Got it. Geisenbach, I think is the pronunciation of that. That's where we're stopping next. Oh yeah, the interview, yeah. Yeah, it was quite good, that, wasn't it? And it was used in the DTG video as well, which was quite nice. Yeah, the brakes are pretty decent on this, as you could just tell. Put those in first application, ready to go. Power controller should be exactly 0. It's like even this here, where you know the natural rock formation with the moss and everything on the top looks pretty decent, doesn't it? So if you can hear the ambient noise as well, you can hear birds, some like kind of birds of prey, that kind of wildlife you can hear when you're at the station. Again, just adds to the charm of it, really. Hey Laura, how you doing? Oh, the leaks, yeah, the leaks. And that was in the video too, wasn't it? Seefeld in Tyrol. Platform 1 is where we're off to. Yeah, me and Rafe got paired up, yeah. When do we get up to 300 kilometers per hour? Right, let's put it into notch 8. Getting a little bit higher now, I think. .50 kilometers per hour uphill. Good evening, Franek. How you doing? Disable the vigilance alarm in the class 390. It's on the back wall, Franek. There's a panel of switches behind the not right behind the driver, but to the driver's right at the back. You feel your beard growing. Oh, an internal camera. This one. I think that's what you meant. Yeah, I think I saw that in the. I think Matt showed that, didn't he, in the DTG stream as well. Yeah, the vigilance, Franek. Yeah, it's behind. There's like a row of switches. It's the lowest set of switches, I think. Just turn them off, set them to isolated. Yeah, it's pretty neat that, actually, isn't it? To have a camera in there. I see you talk about the ICE as well, though. You talk about on the LZB. That is a strange thing, isn't it? Franek, if you have a look, if you want to see it all, just have a look at if you have a look on the channel, there is a little video that I did about how to correctly start and get it ready for driving the 390. You'll see a quick tutorial which includes the switches, some of which are not included. The AWS fuse, for example, isn't included in the DTG tutorial, but it is on mine. So if you have a look, you just need to reverse what I've done to turn them off. But you'll be able to see it in that video if you have a quick look. Yeah, the LZB on the ICEs, some players find that a little bit boring because it's doing it all for you, but I kind of find the technical side of it quite interesting. How it works, and you know, you've still got to sort of keep on your toes. But I mean, if you're the driver of that train, you probably just get used to it. But it must be a strange feeling to. You must want to at first. You must want to get your hands on the controls and do something, because it's completely out of your control, isn't it? Which it must be strange. It's clever though. I mean, it means that everybody can go a bit faster. It's definitely clever, but. I'll try and keep the speed up now I know what I'm doing with the notches. Thanks, Jason, for that. Thank you. Right, we are coming into Seefeld. So, let's see if we can power down and run all the way in. And it's only a slight gradient. Probably need to brake actually. Hey Matty, how you doing? Is it worth getting a day one release? Yeah, it's difficult for me to say. Obviously, you would have to make your mind up on that. Like I always say, it depends what type of routes you like. It's not a fast route. Most of it's a single line. However, it's a very pretty route and it's quite relaxing to drive it. And an end-to-end run is about 90 minutes. 5 scenarios. That's pretty good. We've got some of the freight wagons over there, which we'll just take a quick look at. All the wooden planks on there. So there is some freight as well that you do with the Krokodil, which I haven't attempted yet, but nice. On the dovetail stream, I think they put light clouds in to the weather as well. That was the other thing, and so it's doing it a little bit here. The clouds were kind of slightly obscuring the mountains there, a bit of low cloud, which looked pretty good actually. This, good evening, how you doing? Queen Dave. So we got the next station in 3 kilometres. And then we've got several stops on the way into Innsbruck. In notch 6. I'm glad you told me, Rafe, about this power controller. I think I've got it now. A little bit of brake. Making you want to go back in your holidays. That's good, because that kind of proves that the route looks like it's meant to look. If you recognise If you recognise the area, then that's good. Job done, I think. Right, 1.2 into Reef. Is it Reef or is it Rife? Wherever it is, it's in 1 kilometre. Might sound like a daft thing, but I wonder how many types of trees there are in the route. They do all look slightly different to me, but I wonder, asset-wise, how many different types there are that are used. I quite like how they've done that. At least everybody's waiting for us. It's us that are late. That's very kind of them. That driver's giving me a dirty look. He wants to get home tonight. It's very Sound of Music, isn't it? This is pretty impressive. We'll have a look as we get towards it. But look how high up we are here. There's a pretty big drop down there. That poor guy was trying to get on there and we closed the doors on him. You probably could spad on this route, definitely, I would say. I'm talking about an oxen arm though, because the brakes are pretty good. If you see the station, the trick is seeing the station. Once you see the station, you're alright with these brakes, on this one anyway. You're all cruel. You're here to look at the route, not see me spad or do an oxen home or anything like that. Now you're all going to say, no, we're actually here to see that. That's exactly why we're here. Yeah, some drop down there. Ah, very nice, Peter. Yeah, Lake Como. I haven't been there, but I've seen it on various TV programs. Looks very, very nice. Nick's at it now, look. You could potentially Oxenholme this station as you come around that bend if you don't get the brakes right. Uber bad. Not much to this station, is there? Probably collectibles in here. Oh, you can see the timetable, by the way, on these posters. That is the real timetable. Oh, I see, Peter. So you were going to watch Joe instead? You're supposed to tell me you'd come here for both. I don't know if Joe's actually doing it tonight. Is he? I think he did some. Did he do some stuff this morning? I can't remember. Vauxhall is next. Yeah, Train Sim Driver was on. He was on tonight, I think. On DTG's channel, that is. Let's just see for the biscuits. Yeah, of course. Quite jazzy in the dark, isn't it? Kind of 10 minutes late-ish by the time we get there. So, not bad for the first full run. Now I know how to use the throttle, thanks to Rafe. Just here to watch me spad. What? Go on, Stace. What are you here for? We're literally driving through the mountain on this whole section, aren't we? Right, this is where we'll need the brakes. Welcome back, Jason. Everybody having a nice time? They look bored. Are we there yet? There's one of the collectibles, by the way. You can walk into that, and I think it stacks up the cases, I think. That's one of them. Off to the first of the Innsbruck stations. Was that a level crossing halfway down the platform? This one, this is that's in there so that passengers can walk across the rails now, as I understand it from the other stream. They were saying on the last stream that there hasn't been a way for passengers to walk across the rails properly, and so that's a new asset that's been put in to allow them to do it, so that they're walking at this. I think so. They're walking at the same height all the way across. Picturesque route, hideous looking loco. it's an acquired taste, I think, isn't it, this one? Yeah, it reorganises the cases, yeah. After this, I'll show you the 111, which is a different pace to this one. So once we get to the other end, there's a short service we can do. You've told that joke before, Jason, about the train delay. I've seen that somewhere else. www, you're not getting any. PT usually researches train journeys, so it's quiet, you don't get stuck with people like that. The worst thing is when you're in a coach with loads of people talking at the top of the voice, taking phone calls, and you can't help but hear it, and it's absolutely mind-numbing. Every single time I'm travelling down to Euston, when I go in the mornings, people are taking work phone calls, and it's just so tedious. Like, just ring them when you get to the other end. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. You don't need to start taking work calls at 7. Back through the mountain again. Yeah, the ones on the speaker, yeah. You can see why they created the quiet coach, can't you? The problem is, it's exactly that, the quiet coach. There's only one. Sticky armpits. I don't know what trains you're getting on there, Nick, but we're slightly high up. Oh, that guy down there's got some land, hasn't he? Right, we've got 4.4. There's the BO carriage, yeah. Oh, now we've got the rain, look. The rain's starting. We've had mist, sun, and rain. Let's find the wipers, shall we? Is that the wipers? Nope. This is where you wish you'd have looked it up before you started. Wipers, there we go. Wow, is that it? Is that as fast as they go? Let's just right, so you can change the speed, which is good. There we go. Thunderstorms now. He used to put the quiet coach, but it wasn't. Farm sim. There's a lot of farmland down there. Whether it was farmland, it looked like it. There was that one house right in the middle of it all. I never did get into farm sim. I tried playing it and I don't know. I just didn't get into it. I know it's very popular though, with lots of people. Let's hope we don't get hit by lightning on the top of the mountain. Could be interesting. You love farm sim. How did I know you were going to say that? There's one station that we're not stopping at. By design, by the way. We've not just gone sailing through. Goat sim. God, that's terrible, that. Yes, it's a very slow burn, isn't it, farm sim? It's something you've got to just get into and keep building up bit by bit. .3 to go. Power Wash Sim, yeah, it's quite good. Power Wash Sim. When that came out on the PlayStation, I was quite pleased because I know it wasn't on PlayStation for quite a long time. Yeah, unfortunately, Dave, it is. Yes, it's absolutely ridiculous, though. Make sure we don't go sliding through this station. Everyone's there with the brollies up. What's that talking about? Turn on Seefeld to get additional points. I've got Seefeld on. Right, I stopped a little bit outside the platform, but there you go. Oh wow, a swimming pool, look at that. With the grass growing through it. You on stream Power Wash Sim, and after an hour, realised your mic wasn't turned on and no one told you. Oh, excellent. Yeah, it was. I think it's just the warning, Rafe. It's obviously working. I can hear it still working. Just it's another core feature. I think that the pool isn't being used in that weather. No, using the weather to fill it up. I think. So we got this one and then two more. I think they're fairly close together as well. There's no way I'd do goat sim even if I went to 100k overnight. Actually, no, I'll take that back. If you can manage to get me 100k, I'll do it the day after. I can't say fairer than that. Under oxen homing. Yeah. The brakes are really good on this. So if you get in trouble, the most trouble you're going to get is actually stopping short because the brakes are that good. $500k doing goat sim, yeah. How many players does goat sim? How many players has goat sim got on Steam? You might have a point there. Come on, get me into the station. The reflection on the engine cover looks good in the wet. Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? The sort of, from the driver's position. The 204 that Rivet did way back for main Spessartbahn. Why is it feels like the brakes are on. Are the brakes on? It just feels like the brakes are on. Get to the end of the station. "13 minutes late." You got molested by a goat at Paynton Zoo. Oh God. Do you know, you lot never fail to crack me up. Of all the things I thought I'd hear in one of these streams is somebody getting molested by a goat at Paynton Zoo. Oh, that's brilliant, that is. I'm just wondering where I need to overcharge. No, hang on a minute. Hang on. There's definitely brake on. Let me just see. I can hear the brake, but I don't know what I've done to it. Doesn't sound right to me. Yeah, local brakes there. Let's have a look. It's hold, release. Oh, it could be. Yeah, look. Yeah, it's gone off. That's the brake gauge there. How strange is that? Did I tap the brake then? Wonder if I tap the controller to go between brakes. Because you can obviously do this. And I should be using the train brake, of course. Yes, good call. Good call, Dave. Bourne's has come back now and he's we're talking about goats at Paynton Zoo and he's thinking, what the... Right, we've got a 40 coming up. Innsbruck, Westbahnhof. Oh, here's one set of those coaches. I talked about the maroon coaches. These ones are nice. They're the same sort of set as these, but they're in maroon. They look very nice. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Here they are. See what I mean? Like rail tour coaches. Very nice. And those come with the route as well. Slowly arriving, slowly being the key word there. Yeah. They're into city coaches and the more red. Ah, okay. If it hadn't have started a storm on me, we probably would have seen them properly. Perhaps the bot is a goat. We've got one more stop after this. That rain is fairly coming down. Hey, steady. Round we go into the main Innsbruck. Top and tail crocodile quality. Yeah, it's quality, yeah. Oh, are we top and tailed actually? We're not top and tailed, but that one was, wasn't it? Evening, Emma. How you doing? Joe, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome to the madhouse. You're very sore about that, about me not missing a station. I better stop here though. Else it'll end up a little bit difficult. Right. Let's let everybody do the thing. Yep, all good, Joe, thank you. Apart from this lot. Ruined the stream by either oxenoming or spadding. Yeah, we're going to take the 1-1 out, the 1-1-1 out now. And just a short one, just to finish off. So there's still time. There's still time. That took 1 hour 45 rather than an hour and a half, that one. But it's fine. So yeah, hope you enjoyed looking at the route there. I will return to the timetable. The first station within Innsbruck's a right pain on a 1 in 40 gradient. Going the other way, you mean? Let me pick this, and I'm going to do the 8:25. Is that one? Let me put the weather on somewhere, and I'll take the dynamic weather off. I think this time. Oh yeah, Rafe is in the chat, and he told me the dim headlights. I've changed now, but just imagine I'm in the Krokodil. There's a little button, there's a little flick switch there, and if you flick that, it goes between dim and bright. I think it says dim and full, so there's like a little switch you can twist, and then you can see him, because yeah, I had exactly the same thing. So right, okay, wait for 1 minute. So we're gonna get set up whilst we're doing this. So this one looks like more like one of our normal type trains that we usually drive. So we'll go through the motions. Let's have a look. He says brake release, signal lights, we'll leave them on normal. That's all right. That's all right. We need the brake key. Then we need to put the safety systems on, which could be in the back cab. I think they are. Let's have a look. That to headlights. I'll unlock the doors first. There we go. Right. Yeah, so these are the coaches. Rafe reckons they're red. I can see where you're coming from. I reckon, to me, that's more maroon. I don't know. But I take your point. It's a type of red. Burgundy. It's like burgundy. Uh-oh, Peter's in. Don't talk about burgundy. He'll be off for a bottle of wine if he's not already started. Right, Seefeld. Everything else, let's do that. Let's get down. Let's close that. Get that shut. Orient Trot or Oriental Red. Yeah, I could take that. Yeah. Cool. Right, let's get the doors closed. And we'll open this. And we'll open that. Brakes are off. So, as before, you can put it straight into power like this. You can see the taps going up there on that dial. Or you can do the run up, run down, which you're all used to now from West Coast Main Line. A loco that looks like a loco, yeah. It does, doesn't it? And we can accelerate like a proper loco as well. Claret than Burgundy. Yeah, Claret Burgundy, yeah. So, let's not do too much speeding. So you can go from the Krokodils a little bit. Well, it's slower when I'm doing it, but this is. Oh, there you go. Nick's saying this is much more like it. Yeah. So this is like driving a proper train. So you got a choice of the two, and of course then you got the others that layer in as well. If you've got any of the other routes associated with this one. This is a shorter service, about 20 minutes, I think. Couple of stops, that's all. I'm just running up, hold, exactly like the 87. Blood and custard actually very similar, yeah. Chances of an oxenome have improved now. Everybody universally saying this is better. I did actually at the beginning think about running this one as the main, you know, the longest service. But really the route, I think the story of the show of the route is the Krokodil, so that's the reason why I did that one, but it's fine. You've got a choice of both. We've also got to watch for it going downhill. It'll still be late. Yeah, probably. And the driver gets to see, yeah. No, I've not clonked a cow yet. We were close in the last one. They were, unless I missed it, but yeah, they were crossing the track, but I think they were behind. Fortunately. Everybody's walking home. I'll leave it in run up. Why is it not running up? That's better. It tripped. There could be goats. There could be goats. Krokodil is the star. There you go. Yeah, probably should slow down a little bit. Do they still do donkeys? They used to. Right, here is Cleiss once again. Been through this station once before. Now we do currently have a red at the end of the station, so we definitely don't want to oxen home this one. Hey, steady boys there. everybody distracted. Yeah, of course we do have to get familiar with the brakes again. This could be it. No, we're good. We're good. Hopefully that train can get out behind me. Let's have a quick look. Ah, it's fine. Oh, there's the crossing gates going down. That's pretty neat. Some tail lights on there. Wait until 8:38. Look at this guy floating along. It's pretty good. That's quite a queue of traffic, that. You make the train, he give you a piggyback to the signal, stopping that far off. Yeah. Donkeys, goats. It's all happening. Where we're going, we don't need roads. I want to know when those, I don't know if we'll see it, when the barriers come up, are all the cars going to start moving? Or is that static? I mean, they're queuing up. The queue's getting bigger. Oh, there they go. Yeah, they're all going back over the crossing now. That's pretty neat. Oh, now the passengers are loaded. Does the Inducee get angry like PZB does? I'd like to be able to tell you that, but I think we've stayed on the right side of it so far. It must do. Because otherwise there'd be no real point to it, but I don't know. I still haven't got the hang of it yet as to how it differs from the PZB. Let me do that again. Is it going to accelerate? Oh, let's just turn it off. Do that. Any power at all? What have I done this time? Pantograph's up. I don't think anybody's put anything in the meter. Turn that off. Let's do this again. Don't know whether we need to hold it for a few seconds or not. Oh, there we go. Must not have closed it long enough. Now we're off. Right, Garmisch-Partenkirchen is the next, and I think the final stop. Indeed it is. Punch it, Chewy, he says. "10 kilometres. This route, Emma, Jason will know. Yeah, 32.99. There you go. Yeah. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, so don't forget, if you're thinking of getting it, or if you're just interested, don't forget to pick up the manual. Just have a read through the manual. And you can learn a little bit more about the route itself. Oh, there's a cow. Oh no! Get out of the way! Quick! Oh. Oh dear. I'm not going to look back. So there's the answer to Joe's question. We have now hit a cow. Yeah. Sounds like a Hoover taking off. Yeah, it does. Can I do a stream with Thomas? I will be doing a stream with Thomas once it releases. Yeah, it's not released yet, but I'll definitely be doing Thomas yet at the West Somerset Railway and going up over Sharp and everywhere else. We're gonna get Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle and all the rest of it. That's my dinner. Oh, better than Bambi. Oh, you remember, Stace, about Bambi? Yeah. Although Bambi was that was in Train Life, wasn't it? In Train Life, if you blew the horn, Bambi would get out of the way. But I don't think that cow was moving anywhere, no matter how much you used the horn. It just wasn't going. This is the German 50. Bit of a beast, this one, isn't it? I know what you mean, though. It feels like you're driving a proper train with this one. The Krokodil is very niche. Let's say it's interesting. Personally, I prefer this to the Krokodil. The Thomas, impossible to say, really, Emma, I would say. Usually the routes are a similar price, but I think the Thomas one's going to be a little bit different. Because it's not its own route, so I don't know. There's probably licensing included to be considered, I should say. So that might add a little bit to it, so I don't know. I just wonder if that house was sunk into the floor there. Or shed, or whatever it is. Plus 85s, yeah. You think Thomas will be £5? I don't know about that. I think it'll be a bit more than that. Definitely going to be a little bit more than that. Right, how are we doing? 5.4 to go. Yeah, it's good. You gotta do a bit of free roam up chat. Absolutely. There'll only be so much of playing on the West Somerset you'll be able to do, I would think. $14.99, you reckon, Peter? Yeah. It's what I was saying last time as well about, I don't know whether or not you will need to already own West Somerset, which a lot of people probably have, or you need to buy it separately, or there'll probably be a bundle, won't there? There'll be a bundle of the Thomas DLC with the West Somerset, I would think. So there'll be a couple of different prices. Yeah, this is more like it. Yeah, maybe that's why, Peter. Maybe it's going to be a resurgence. It is a little bit like a roller coaster. You're right, yeah. And the speed's definitely easier to maintain in this one than the Krokodil, going downhill. I like the way that the bushes at the side of the track move in the breeze as well. See that? Pretty good. .2 to go. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think if you've already got... I think they actually said that if you've already got West Somerset, then you won't need to buy it again. Because I don't think anybody would, personally. You're not gonna buy two versions of West Somerset. I don't think so. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Right, this is going to be your last chance for an Oxenholm and a Spad. Distract him at all costs. I think it's a nice little DLC, this one. To be fair, it's got something about it, and there's been a lot of detail. It's almost like it's like one of the Just Trains ones. The level of detail's pretty good, because this is not a DTG one either. This is TSG, isn't it? Train Sim Germany that have created this one. So the third parties tend to put a lot of detail into the routes. We're just going to come to a very nice, relaxed stop. No drama, nothing. Look. Yeah, really nice looking route that. Power wash up a station operated by a goat. Can I drive a crocodile train? You'll have to rewind it at the end, Emma, to the beginning. We did an hour and a half in the Krokodil. If you want to watch that. There we go. Let's get the doors closed. Half an hour, that run. And we got a gold medal. Perfect. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. Much appreciated, as always. If you're picking up the route tomorrow, enjoy it. Let me know what you think. And, yeah, I will see you on the next one. Take care. Have a good evening. See you on the next one. Bye for now, everyone.